to SnakChat, the show where we snack and chat with folks in our community who you may already know, and they're doing great work behind the scenes or in front of the scenes. In today's episode, we have Blair Hecker making her debut on the show. She is communications manager for the City of Frankfort. Welcome to SnakChat, Blair.
Oh my gosh, this is my dream. I have literally been waiting for the day I get to come on SnakChat.
Yes, we're so excited to have you here today.
So
you were in the early state. We had you penciled in from day one.
What an honor!
So
I'm
yeah,
so excited.
It's been excited to finally have you on here today.
Great.
Before we do any snacks, though,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about you.
Sure.
You are the communications manager for the City of Frankfort. What does that title entail?
So it is a new position, which is very exciting because that means city is growing and changing, and lots of new things that I get to initiate, start, spearhead. But basically, I am the person who both takes in all the information for the city and then tries to put out all of the information back out into the community.
Right. Really important job.
Really important. So I get to work with literally every single city department, which is very fun. I get to work with a lot of residents and community groups and businesses and you guys, other entities, and just really trying to keep all of our staff up to date on things that are happening and needs and wants, and then also keeping our community up to date on all the great things that the city does and how you can be involved with us, but then also making sure things like emergency information or breaking information are out there.
Yeah, and I think that's such an important aspect of local government and doing things around town is kind of sharing Frankfort's story.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, one of the things that I say is that we are truly doing so many great things at the city. Like, I can truly say we have some of the best staff and really great elected officials at the city.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone is so busy doing all of their great work that it's just hard to find time to actually talk about it and talk about the things you're doing. And so I now get to have the honor of talking about all the great things these people are doing.
And promotion.
And
right?
promotion.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we love having you on around 10 to help promote awesome
City
stuff going
Scoop,
on in the city.
Shameless
that's right.
plug, first Wednesday.
It'll be
next week.
We're recording this on the last Wednesday of a month.
Yeah.
So we'll see you here at the first Wednesday of a month.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's been a great relationship, so I'm so glad we've started that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too. So glad to have you on. Okay, some more background for you.
Yes.
How long have you lived in Frankfort? And then maybe what brought you here originally, or were you born here?
I was born and raised.
Wow.
I'm a West Side girl.
Okay.
So
you went to Western Hills?
Went to Western Hills,
All right.
graduated from Western Hills, went to college in Georgetown.
Okay.
Lived in Lexington for a tiny little bit, and then moved back here. And
That's
I've been
awesome.
here ever since.
Yeah. And like you're able to bring, I feel like that probably, do you feel like it helps as far as your job is now,
Yes.
or you've been able to see it grow? And
Yes.
I was born in Richmond.
Okay.
But I was we've lived here since I was like 3 years old.
Oh, yeah. So
I
you're
was
basically a native.
raised-
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm sure you can speak to that as well, but how nice it's been to see stuff come into downtown Frankfort and see the sort of revitalization of that area down there, and stores opening up and new restaurants.
It's so great because I, as a Frankfort resident, I personally care about my community and the state of my community and, all the things I want. But then also on the local government side of it, I get to see all of these big picture projects that a lot of people are working on come to fruition. So it's very exciting. I live in South Frankfort, so we're very invested.
That's awesome, and have been for pretty much your whole life. So
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, before we try our first snack, I do want to ask what your relationship to snacks are. Are you more of a sweets or a savory or a bit of both or something else?
I am a salty snacker all the way.
Okay.
Like I just told somebody the other day, we are not allowed to have Grippos at my house because I will eat the entire bag in one sitting.
Yeah.
People think I buy the snack bags of chips for my children, but they're actually for myself, so I have portion control.
That is honestly very smart.
Yeah. Right.
We
Life
have
hack.
to do that as well. Me and my wife, we love Cheez-Its. But
Cheez-Its are the best.
it's like once a year where we actually buy a box at the grocery store to bring home.
Yeah.
And usually it's never on the grocery list.
Oh, of course not.
It's just on
An
the end
impulse
cap,
buy.
and you just pop it right there, and it
Absolutely.
just comes home with you, and it's a problem.
Yes.
Because we eat the whole box.
Yes.
Yeah.
I identify with that. Absolutely.
But you're more into the savory then.
Yes.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah, I like a mix. I think I like a mix of both.
Yeah.
But you were telling me before we went live that you're good with spicy as well.
Yeah. I
Okay.
love spicy.
Because I think we will. These as our snacks today are a partnership between Pringles and Hot Ones.
Oh, I'm
Do
excited.
you ever watch the Hot Ones
do.
interviews? I do too. We
Yeah.
love those here. It's a little bit of the inspiration for our
Love
show
it.
here,
Yeah.
but we don't usually throw. It's not exclusively spicy.
Sure.
Here on SnakChat, but you are good with spicy.
I feel honored that I would be chosen as the spicy guest because honestly,
It tends to work out, and a lot of that stuff we don't even have like planned or we know ahead of time, and then somehow it just
Amazing.
works. Okay, we will try. We'll start off with the barbacoa. It is the one with the brown
darker.
seasoning. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you a little background there while you're investigating. It's Pringles
They smell
originally rolled out a line of Hot Ones inspired chips all the way back in 2022, which is surprising. I don't know that I've really seen these on shelves.
never.
No.
And
yeah.
I'm a frequent flyer of the chip aisle.
yeah, same. You got to peruse, right? You got to just take a lap
Yes.
and see.
You might find something good.
Okay, so the chips were, of course, inspired by hit celebrity interview show Hot Ones, like we said, and their Los Calientes hot sauce line. Do you ever get those? Have you ever bought like the hot sauces from the
No,
sort of
because
show?
I will tell you, I am a Frank's girl all the way.
And
Frank's
that
goes
would
on
feel
everything.
that would feel like a betrayal.
It would.
Okay.
I just always, I just want Frank's.
I feel like Frank's is so established that he might give you a pass. He might let you try something new.
It is
day.
fair, but I'm just a diehard.
They do. I will say, we bought some a few years ago, and they have cool like 3-packs of smaller bottles.
Okay, I
So
can
it's
maybe
just,
get
like,
behind that.
You can kind of do like your own little at-home taste test
All
kind of
right.
deal. Okay, the reviews online are strongly positive for these
good.
variants, with
I like
Verde
that.
being most reviewers' favorite of the bunch. So that's the green one, which we're saving for last.
And that's the
'cause-
spiciest, right?
Yeah, we got our an early report from our very own Crystal, who said that was the
Okay.
red hot one.
I'm ready.
More review. No word yet on whether these are a limited Pringles offering,
okay.
or if like the dill pickle Pringles, which we've already tried on SnakChat, they're here to stay. I kind of hope they are. I like that they've got the partnership, and we'll have to see.
And there are 3 varieties, so that really feels like a commitment.
I think so too. You're
know?
right. Yeah, it's not just like a toe
Like
in the
a one-off.
water. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I say let's give the barbacoa a shot. I'm gonna
Yay.
get one that's got plenty of seasoning
Yeah.
on it. Yeah. Ready?
Those are good.
I'm not mad at that. Pretty good.
It's like a spicy barbecue.
Yes. Yeah, all I did was give, when we opened the can, just smelled,
whiff.
give a whiff, and I was getting the barbecue. But
Yeah.
it really is. It's like a
It is
spicy
good.
barbecue.
Like, isn't the barbacoa like taco?
Yeah. That's kind of how I would describe a
Yeah.
barbacoa anyways, is like a spicy barbecue.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Check.
Check off. Yeah.
We'll
that's
keep that
actually,
one.
That's a little spicy. In my, for me
Spicier than
right
I
here.
anticipated.
Me too.
Honestly.
And it's the lowest.
Uh-huh.
So we're just going to go up from here.
Okay.
Okay. Question for you. Now that we've had a snack, we'll chat some more.
Okay.
I know that you have little ones
I do.
at home. How many kids do you have?
I have 2.
Two?
2 boys.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you like being boy mom?
Oh my gosh, I love it. I was meant to be a boy mom. I'm so happy that I have 2 boys.
Very cool.
Yes.
Okay, entertainment wise, everybody who watches the show, they know I'm a movie fan, movie lover.
Yeah.
And just entertainment in general at home
Yeah.
and arts.
Yeah.
What do you fire up for them at home right now? Is there a certain like character or thing that they're really
Yeah.
into right now?
We are very into Danny Go.
What is that?
Oh my gosh. Danny Go is we're not allowed to watch YouTube at my house, okay? Because there's a lot going on there. But we do make an exception for Danny Go. My kids are also 6 and 2, so
That's
keep
good.
that
That's
in
good
mind.
context.
Yes, 6 and 2. Danny Go is this personality. He is a dad himself.
Okay.
And sings these really fun, silly, interactive songs. And so my kids have Danny Go dance parties. We were actually having a Danny Go dance party at 6 a.m. this morning.
Oh, fun.
Because that's what we needed to wake up and do immediately.
And they're like impromptu. Right?
Impromptu.
Okay.
So we just turn them on, and like there's Candy Cane Smash and Gorilla Slide, and it's wild. There are so many, but we love it.
It's a little better because you mentioned, you're trying to stay away from YouTube.
Yes.
So it's not quite is it Coco Melon? Is that
yeah,
the one?
like, there are some shows that your kids will sit there and like just completely zone out, get sucked in, and it's like kind of scary. No.
You can like watch the light like fall out of their face.
And this is not that. This is them running around, getting some energy out,
Fun.
dancing. Like they throw in some color recognition, some shape recognition. So I'm here for it.
Are they into any? Bluey is a big one.
Bluey is big. My 2-year-old is a big Bluey fan.
Okay. I've actually seen a couple of episodes of that. Me and my wife, we don't have kids, but we have basically like niece and nephew.
Oh yeah.
And love it. There's another one. Is it like the Spider-Man and Friends? Disney
Spidey and
thing?
Friends.
Spidey and Friends.
Yes, we are also a big fan of Spidey and
Do they do any
Friends.
like Disney movies at home or anything, or have they gotten into the movie yet? Sometimes those can be hard for the attention span.
My oldest will do a movie, anything with like animals.
Okay.
He's all about. So like we're big into Secret Life of Pets now.
Right, yeah.
And
That's
there's
perfect.
the Secret Life of Pets too. We're big into that. But I will tell you, parenting win here.
Yeah.
We've been exposing my son to 90s pop culture things.
Oh.
He is all in on the original Power Rangers.
Oh,
And
amazing.
it is such a parenting success for me and my husband. So he's watching 90s Power Ranger reruns.
So you've got like, are you firing those up on like
Tubi.
DVDs or something?
Tubi.
Or Tubi? Okay, cool.
Yes.
I assumed it was streaming.
Quality, quite terrible. Several cultural things that do not hold up in 2025, but it is the OG Power Rangers, and it is great.
Yeah, you can't beat it, right?
Yeah, amazing. Yes.
So that actually leads perfectly into my next question. What did you watch most as a kid? Was it Power Rangers?
I was a Power Rangers fan.
Okay, I was too.
I was the only girl. I had a brother and 2 boy cousins, and we were all about the Power Rangers. And remember when they were at McDonald's, the McDonald's toys?
Yeah, for sure.
And we would drive my grandmother crazy every family vacation because we had to stop at every McDonald's.
Oh,
like,
yep.
big Power Ranger fans.
Were you still into it when like the movie?
I don't think so. I think my Power Ranger era was pretty short lived.
Oh, yeah.
Being a girl, but
Yeah.
yes, yeah. And Disney princesses also had my heart.
Oh, okay.
Very much.
Was there a specific
Jasmine?
Jasmine
Was my girl. Aladdin.
Aladdin is just S tier Disney. Yeah,
Best.
can't beat it.
Can't recreate it either.
No. I was a big fan of the Power Rangers, but I was in that like sweet spot age group when the movie came out because it was a big deal. And,
Yeah.
I think they had the McDonald's
Yeah.
partnership, and it was everywhere.
So great. Bring back the 90s.
Honestly, why'd we ever leave?
I don't know.
The 90s.
Why are we here? Why are we adults now?
Okay, I think we're ready for the next snack here.
I'm ready.
We did the barbacoa. We liked it. It was still spicy. Is it still? You haven't had to dive into your water,
I'm
which is
not.
good.
I'm doing pretty
I took a
good.
sip while you were chatting.
Did you?
So, yeah, I
Okay,
needed it
all
a little
right.
bit. The next one we'll do is the rojo.
Okay.
Let's try. I'm gonna get one with plenty of seasoning.
Yeah, let me pick a good one here.
All right.
All right, I'm ready.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go.
This one's like a hot sauce
Yes.
adjacent,
Yeah. I think that's what I'm getting as well.
like a Cholula.
Yeah, and I do like that they've got like a good amount of seasoning on
Yeah.
this too.
Actually, that's a good flavor. Sometimes with spicy food, spicy snacks, it's like all spice and no flavor.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like what would you even say? Like sometimes with like flaming hot,
Yeah.
that's just sort of it is the experience.
It's the spice.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. But this is flavor. I like it.
I do too.
Okay.
You were telling me before we went live that you had a hot take about
Hot
chips.
take. A chip hot take.
Yes.
Fritos
Yeah.
are the most underrated chip.
Now,
Hear it here first.
I love that take. That's a flaming hot take. Is it? Are you talking about the OG?
The OGs.
Fritos, or do you mean maybe the Frito line, because they have a lot of different kind of variations?
I think the OG Fritos.
Yeah.
Like the OG, the teeny tiny ones. I've been putting them on my lunch plate with a turkey sandwich.
Oh.
And it's just been amazing.
Do you
It's
put them
been so
on
great.
the turkey sandwich? Have you ever done that?
I have been known to put Doritos on my turkey sandwich. I haven't done the Fritos. Maybe that's a tomorrow adventure.
Okay.
I'll try to report back.
Please do.
But-
the next time we have you on, or maybe Wednesday.
Maybe Wednesday I'll
Wednesdays
give a
around 10.
Fritos update. That feels right. But I'm telling you, I feel like Fritos get passed over a lot because they're only seen as a vehicle for dip.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's a good point.
That's
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
everyone is like, I want like nacho cheese flavor, barbecue flavor or something. But I'm telling you, if you just eat the plain Fritos.
That's a good point. They're tried and true, right? Always there for you.
Classic.
But they pair well with other,
Yes.
with other stuff. You can do like Fritos in chili, or
Yes.
like a soup of some sort.
I do love them as a chili topping.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Very good idea.
That's a good call. And I really like the Fritos. One of the offshoots that I love, I think it's like the Fritos twists.
Oh, yeah.
But they're like the honey barbecue. No, that's another
Yes.
one. That
Those
is,
are good.
If it's a bag, it can't come in the house, or the bag can't come to the couch.
Yeah.
Because then it's a wrap.
Those are always those types of snacks. Your Cheez-Its that you talked about, and those are road trip snacks for us.
Oh, yeah.
Like the things you wouldn't ordinarily treat yourself to at home.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Like you have them. It was like, when was the last time you bought, and I'm not saying this is like a one that I reach for a lot, but like combos.
Oh.
Like you're not getting combos when
No.
you're just at Kroger.
No.
Like those are, you're running through a shell. And
Yes,
you're like,
gas station snacks.
Yeah, yeah,
Or Gardettos. Also Gardettos. And all the brown things.
Good shout, yep.
Oh, yes.
okay, I have another fun question. for
Okay,
you.
I'm ready.
Since I've recently found out, I think I knew this maybe once before, but I'm reminded that
Uh-oh.
both of our spouses are educators.
Yeah, that's right.
So I found it interesting and fun. Something that I thought about a lot is it made me think about things differently as far as education goes.
Yes.
From having conversations with my wife.
Yeah.
But also, and just the feelings towards school
Yeah.
and what that classroom is like.
Yeah.
Now that your spouse is an educator.
Absolutely.
Do you agree? Has that happened for you? Do you feel like maybe your feelings towards the classroom changed at all? And maybe what's something that you learned that's different than what you thought maybe as a kid?
You know, I think as a kid, and part of this is age, but I think part of it is I just don't think people truly understand how much teachers care about what they do. And I mean, I think you can say this for any profession. You're always going to have your people who are just so into it, so passionate about what they do. And then you're going to have your people who are there. They like to get their job done, but maybe that's it.
Yeah.
But I can say very confidently, my husband has been a teacher for 15 years now. And I can say very confident that every single person he works with is there because that is what they care about doing and spend so much extra time and effort on those students.
I agree.
And I just think, you know, as a student, as a parent, I know parents appreciate that. I know the community appreciates that. But I think until you see it for 15 years straight, you don't truly understand. You know, you may have a teacher for like a semester or a school year and like it's a good experience, but then that's it. But that's my take on teachers.
Yeah, I agree. Like it takes until you live with an educator or you are one yourself before you kind of the perspective changes. And like you said, it comes with getting older. But I think even then, I didn't meet my wife until 4 years ago. But just being in that situation where you see like her and all of her colleagues, like you have to be passionate about it, or there's a high turnover in teaching, and some of those folks
and
bounce
burnout,
off of it. Yeah, they get burnt out.
Because I do feel like a lot of that. I still feel like a lot of that goes back to you put so much of yourself into it that's hard to keep up with sometimes. Yeah,
I agree. And I think with most educators, you just see that they do care tremendously about their kids and everything going on in their lives, in addition to how they're doing in the actual classroom
Oh my
itself.
gosh. Yeah. And care about their futures too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, which I think is really, that's kind of, my husband teaches in high school, so he really cares about that. But that's kind of a fun thing to see. You know, they care about you as a human being too.
Absolutely. What subject does he teach?
So you teach social studies.
Okay.
And so now he has, for the past, probably 5 years now, been the internship coordinator for Frankfort High School. So he actually gets to work with almost every student that goes through that school now and connects them to experiences and opportunities for after high school, which is amazing. Yeah. It's a really, really great program.
That's very cool. And how much that impacts, like you said, even more so than some other subjects.
Yes.
What these kids go on to do in their futures. Yeah.
Very fun.
Okay. We saved the best chip, the hottest chip for last.
You know, I was nervous, but given the spice level of the other two, I'm feeling okay.
You feel all right?
I'm feeling like it might be manageable.
I might be a little more nervous.
Are you more nervous?
The first one was a little spicier than I thought. The second one caused a bit of a sweat, right? Just right here.
Okay.
Well, just a small amount, not much.
So you didn't even have to tell me that, and I never would have known.
Really?
You hit it so well.
I try to keep my cool as much as I can.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. You're doing a great job. Verde.
Okay.
All right.
Moment of truth.
Let's try it.
I'm not eating this whole thing. I'm only eating half.
Oh, we're doing okay, good call. I was about to...
Were you going to do the whole thing?
Yeah.
No. Why don't you take a bite?
Let's just do a bite. Pringles always have a good crunch. Yeah, that's spicy.
It is spicy. It has a lingering spice.
And maybe it'll ramp up as we go on.
Yeah. I'm going to eat this other part.
The seasoning is good. Is good.
That one might be my favorite seasoning.
Yeah. And like very well seasoned too. You can see with some of the other ones, not to call you out, Barbacoa, but I do, you know, if you're watching that at home, there's not like a crazy amount. You got to kind of search for one.
This is a great point of reference.
Yeah.
Barbacoa.
And you can see, the green.
That's a lot of spice.
A lot of green, a lot of verde on that one.
Okay, it's not bad.
No, it's, hot.
I think Flamin' Hot Cheetos are
a little more.
Maybe a little more.
I do have to have a sip of water, though.
I will say it does have that lingering spice where it tends to get a little bit hotter on your tongue.
Yeah.
But it does have a good flavor.
I think for me with Flamin' Hot, though, it takes a couple. Like, usually it's not just one.
Yeah.
I have to eat, 4 or 5 or 6 before, the heat really starts to set in. That one, I had half the chip. And it's oh, yeah, I can taste it.
Yeah. I could do that.
I like it.
I like
Out
it
of
too.
these 3, which can would you take home?
Honestly, the Verde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I think it had the best flavor.
That's a good one.
I will tell you, I was a little disappointed now that we've tried them all. What was the second one?
Rojo?
Yeah. I was a little disappointed with that one. I don't think the flavor was as strong.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because the first one, clear barbecue.
Yeah.
This one, you're definitely getting the spice.
Yes.
And it does have that, it's getting notes of Mexican food.
Yes.
And then the middle one, yeah.
It was just,
It's sort of
fine.
In retrospect.
Yeah.
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 I have another question for you.
Oh, boy.
We are in March right now as we're recording.
Yeah.
But that means we are only a few weeks away from the Kentucky Derby. I have been told, word on the street, is that you throw a killer derby party.
We do. We throw a pretty good derby party at our house.
How long have you been throwing this rager?
Wow, what a great question. Since 2012-ish.
Wow.
We did
13 years.
Now I will say it has had a couple of different variations due to kids and scheduling.
And I'm sure the novel coronavirus.
The coronavirus took us out. But however, we did a virtual derby trivia party in 2020. So we still maintained our record.
Locked in.
Yes.
You had to. Yeah.
It was a whole thing. We did switch to because of something, I forget now what, but we did a Derby Eve gala dinner party because we couldn't do Saturday, so we did a Friday instead. But we're very committed. Derby is my favorite season.
Okay.
my literal favorite season. So
Why is that? Tell me why. That goes into my next question. What's your favorite part about Derby?
I love that time of year. I hate winter. And so I feel like by the time you get to Derby week, it is spring. Like there is no going back. Things are green. It is beautiful. Like you have made it. It is going to be summer. It's great. And I'm a Kentucky girl. And I just think everyone comes together. Yeah. Everyone is happy. It is like a common thing that you share. It's a very like cultural, feels very Southern. Like I just love I love the food. I love everything around it. It's just a fun celebration.
Yeah, and it's one of those, things that makes Kentucky special.
Yes.
And makes us kind of stand out.
And Frankfort has always, I feel like, Louisville obviously is the spotlight for the Derby, but I feel like Frankfort has always played an important role, hosting Governor's Derby celebrations, the Derby train.
The Derby breakfast.
So it's always felt fun here in Frankfort, too.
Yeah. And I guess, do they usually, I might be showing ignorance here, but do they usually plant the tulips
Yes.
around? Okay,
so the tulips start popping up at the Capitol.
Happens around the Derby as well. And
my birthday is actually usually 2 weeks. This also is why I love the Derby. My birthday is 2 weeks before Derby. So my birthday always coincides with Thunder over Louisville, which is like the official kickoff.
Right.
So it's like a whole 2-week party at our house too.
Yeah.
Which is so fun.
Well, it's good to know that there's, you've got some history.
Yeah.
There with the Derby itself.
Yes.
And there's something, I think I'm more of as far as seasons go, I think I'm more of a fall guy.
Okay. Then you're in a good spot because Frankfort also loves the fall. So
that's right.
Yeah.
And I think, but coming back to sort of your position, I'm sure you can see it as well with when springtime happens. When you get kind of out of there's still events. There's still loads of stuff that happens in Frankfort every week, every weekend.
Yep.
But as you get out of the February and into March and April, like that calendar starts filling up.
Oh, yeah.
Because more and more of organizations are having events, and you guys are putting on great events as well and helping out.
And people get out. That's what I love too. Like being downtown and you just walk and you can tell people are ready to get outside and walk and they want to talk to you and go do things. And I always love that.
I think for me, I always, I love the Derby as well. But it makes me think of summer concerts too.
Yes. Which are right around the corner.
Right around the corner. And they're always start about late May and go on throughout the summer. And
that's what I mean. You get to Derby and you're like, we made it.
We made it.
We
yeah.
made it. Summer.
It's time for summer.
It's fun
Let's go.
things now.
I think, speaking of made it, we made it through the tough parts of SnakChat today.
That wasn't even so bad.
No, wasn't bad at all. And the nice little treat at the end.
A palate cleanser.
We've got some Peeps here. Since Easter is right around the corner. These are Rice Krispie Treats Peeps.
Okay.
And the last time we had Dr. Pepper Peeps.
Oh.
And they were amazing.
Were they?
So I'm hoping that this can be a little 2 for 2
Okay.
here. But apparently this is a new flavor for Easter 2025.
Okay.
But some reviews were posted on Reddit a year ago. So we know those Redditors, they get stuff early somehow.
They really, Reddit, I'm telling you, Reddit's where it's at sometimes.
Yeah.
They know what's up.
Reddit almost always has the tea, for better or for worse. They've got the tea on Reddit.
Yep.
It's possible that this is the first year they were rolled out nationally, so maybe they hit some regions. Rice Krispie Treats made with Peeps as the marshmallow ingredient are extremely popular online, though. Some people, I guess, make their kind of own. But I'm hoping that this can be a 2 for 2 since the Dr. Pepper ones were so good.
I feel like you can't go wrong. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm not a huge Peeps fan.
Me neither. That's why the Dr. Pepper ones blew me away.
Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispie Treats are one of my favorites.
This could really make it for me. So.
All right. Cheers. Let's try it. Interesting. I like it, but
Doesn't do it for me.
It's kind of like eating like a extra sugar coated marshmallow.
Yes. Huh.
Right? Yeah.
part of it.
What would we have done? What would you have done to make it more Rice Krispie? Like filled it with Rice Krispies?
Yeah, I think I need a crunch.
It needs some crunch.
It needs some crunch.
The crispy is in the name. It's got to have some crunch. And, this
And
doesn't.
there is a picture of an actual Rice Krispie treat on the container, which does make you feel like, is there some crunch in here? Mm-hmm. So,
I feel like it should be. Maybe that's a missed opportunity
well,
on that one. They're not bad. They're not terrible.
they're not terrible.
No.
I may even buy these for my kids, you know.
That's a good guy. If you're heading to the store and looking for some Peeps, see if you can track down the Dr. Pepper ones.
Okay.
I feel like I should just buy some stock and Dr. Pepper Peeps because that was unbelievable.
I would believe that.
It's like
it's hard to go
soda.
wrong with Dr. Pepper.
I know. Dr. Pepper's already great.
Yeah.
But it was just like, how am I eating a soda right now?
Yeah.
And that's really what it tastes like.
Okay.
But
Maybe I'll get some of those. You've influenced me.
there we go.
Nice job.
Soft recommend on
Yeah.
those, maybe.
Here's my recommendation.
Yes.
If you already like Peeps, you're going to like these.
Yeah. That's
If
a
you
good call.
don't, maybe go for a different one.
Maybe go for the Dr. Pepper ones or a
Sure.
different flavor. One thing I will say for it really tamped down the
heat.
Verde. The heat.
Yeah.
It's a good combo with
Feeling good about that.
the
That was, you all really well done on the snacking order
Yeah.
and then the Peeps finisher. That was good.
to top it all off.
You did well.
Round of applause to Brett as well.
Yay, Brett.
For getting these snacks for us.
Nice job.
A round of applause to you for being here and for hanging out.
you.
Your debut.
I'm
your first of
so
many appearances
excited.
on SnakChat. We'll definitely have you back.
Oh, please do.
Before we let you go, though, where can folks find the City of Frankfort? Call to action. What should they follow?
Yeah, so we are on all social media platforms. You can start with our website, frankfurt.ky.gov. We are City of Frankfurt on Facebook and City of Frankfurt KY on Instagram, and we have a TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah, so we just started Instagram and TikTok this year. And so we're working on putting more fun things up there, more of kind of a day in the life of what happens at the city normally. So make sure you follow along. We are here the first Wednesday of every month.
That's right.
We're putting out a quarterly newsletter. Our next edition is going to go out on the second week of April.
Okay.
And you can actually, if you go to our website, you can sign up to get that newsletter right to your email inbox.
Oh, very cool.
Otherwise, we are making them available. We're putting them online, of course. And then we have physical copies available for free at different offices and banks and just public places
that's
across the
cool.
community. So you
Yeah.
can pick it up and see what's going on with us.
Yeah, I think I saw the first edition.
Yeah,
you guys did earlier
came out
this
in
year.
January.
Yes.
Yep.
Very well done.
Thank
Looks
you.
Awesome. Yeah, you all do
Yeah.
a great job.
It's been so fun. Like I said, this is a very fun job because I get to take in all the great things that are happening and put them out for everybody
Yeah.
to read about and enjoy.
You get to see firsthand and then help as well with design and planning, but you also get to promote and share those events out. Good news. With
Very
everybody.
fun.
Well, thank you so much for
Thanks,
sharing your story,
Zach.
sharing your time with us here on
course.
SnakChat. And
So
we'd love
fun.
to have you back to snack and chat with us again.
I can't wait.
All right. We'll see you next time. That's been it for this edition of SnakChat, but we'll see you down the road. We'll be snacking and chatting with somebody else. Bye-bye.
Hey, how fun! This was the best.
I'm glad you had fun.
Oh my gosh, so great. I'll eat more of these.
Yeah, and honestly, I'll double check with Brett, but if you want to take a can home,
No. I don't need that in my life.
or maybe the rest of those Peeps.
Take them all, please.